Hello and welcome to Training Grounds TV. I'm your coach, Jamie. Today we're going to do a boxing workout. I'm going to kick things off with some agility drills using a line here. So I don't know if you guys can see the crease in the mats there, but I put two markers at either end, and the line is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4 meters, 4 and a bit meters. So if you've got space at home to draw out a line, approximately 4 meters long, that'll be fantastic. All right, let's hop through it. So we're going to start with some basic agility drills. So I'm going to start with hopping over the line with my right leg only. I'm going to start there. I'm going to go all the way down to the end of the line and then all the way back without putting my other foot on the ground. Yeah, and I'm just nice and sharp with my foot just going either side of the line. My hands on my hips and my chin down. Yeah. So I'm here like this, chin down. I start with my right foot. Here we go. Doesn't matter if you make a little mistake. You're staying on the toe, your heel's not touching the ground, all the way to the end of your line, and then straight back. Seamless transition back without touching the other foot on the ground. Really burning the calves. Now, when you get there, straight to the other foot. So now I'm doing my left foot, which is less coordinated than my right. There we go. Nice and sharp. That foot is going either side of that line. And then back. That's it. Woo. So once you've done that, forward and back, now we're going to go side to side. So I'll go with my left foot first. So my hands on my hips again, chin down. And my left foot just going either side of the line. And you can kind of use your right leg or your other foot to help with the balance and momentum. That's fine. All the way to the end and all the way back. Nice and sharp. Accurate with your footwork, just like your punches. Oh. Now we go back to the other foot, so now the right leg, either side of the line. Oh, that's easier. And then back without touching the other foot on the floor. Starts to get hard towards the end, and as I said, that's when you've got to keep your shape. When you fatigue, it starts getting harder, you start falling all over the place, that's when you've really got to focus on getting that drill right. Okay, next one we'll do both feet going up and both feet going up and both ways. So I'll show you, we'll go nice and high with this one. Hands on hips still. Nice and high, either side of the line. All the way up, all the way back. Woo. Once you've done that, turn around and do it this way. Hands on hips, feet going together, nice and high, all the way up, all the way back. Okay, so once you've done that, we'll move on to the next one. So the next drill I call train tracks. So I'm going to have my feet like this, going forwards and backwards, and straight. So this drill is to keep your feet from crossing over, because everyone has a tendency of wanting to cross their back foot over, or stepping the wrong way with the wrong foot. This keeps them there. What the train tracks do, I'll tell you what they don't do, they don't cross over. So feet like this, feet straight. Just start, you can use the line if you want. Just start here, your feet just going over the line, like that. Hands can be down, chin down, looking at your feet. And what I want you to try and prevent is twisting. Twisting and crossing your feet and all that sort of stuff. Your feet go nice, straight forward, straight back. Once you've got that going, upper body's nice and relaxed. Now I'm going to drift up and down the line. Without crossing my feet, without twisting, without turning. My feet are just going straight forward and straight back. And I'm very gradually going down the line. That's where I started. Oh, okay. It'll really get your calves burning. So next one, we're going to add some punches. So I want you to throw the punch on the side when the foot's going back. I'll do it here like this. So get your feet going, then add the punches. Feet going straight back. Now I'm getting full rotation and full extension on my shot. I'm not short-changing myself, and I'm balanced. Hands and feet are moving. Okay? So, get that going, master that, and then once you've got that and you're happy with it, then we'll try doing it on the line. So start at one end, feet going, hands up, chin down, add the punches. My shoulders and hips are turning. My feet are shuffling, they're not crossing. Keep your shape. Focus on your breathing. So that's that one. Okay, next. Now this is harder. So we're going to throw every third punch. So you start here. Get your feet going. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So that's a little bit harder. It's quite neurological. So I encourage you to practice that. Make sure that you're throwing the shot as you're kicking your foot back and you're throwing every third one. And make sure as well that you're getting full extension on your punches. I'm there. My shoulder should be touching my chin. If I'm here, there's not enough extension. There. So once you've practiced that, you're happy with it, try doing it on the line. So full extension on your punches, resisting the urge or resisting the urge to cross your feet, to turn, so straight with your feet and your punches as well. I'll start down here, chin down, get my feet going, get my hands up, get my punches going. 1. Extension, rotation, recoil. And now I'm happy with that, I'm going to drift. How the legs feeling? Oh. Maybe a bit of a stretch, bit of a foam roll, I think. Okay, so that's that drill. So if you're doing it at home, you can go straight from one to the other. You can go first with your feet, your hands down, then add the punches, then do every third on the line. Okay. The next drill we're going to do, still utilising the line, is going to get our pendulum step going. So, obviously, when I'm moving around in the ring, I don't cross my feet, I don't bring my feet together, I keep my feet apart, so I'm always in a position to attack and always in a position to defend myself. Yeah? So if I'm moving forward, I step. If I'm moving back, left, right, whatever, I step, right? Which is good, but it's a little bit slower. Next level up is this, pendulum. I can move around in this stance and always be in a good position to attack and always be in a good position to defend. So a good way to develop it. Now watch my feet. That foot is on that side. If you see this line here, that foot is always on that side of my midline. This foot is always on this side of my midline. As we do this, you're going to want to square up and you're going to want to cross that foot over. Fight that urge. Alright? So to start with, we'll do our pendulum step on the line. No punches. Hands down. Chin down, shoulders forward. Now get in your stance. Bend your knees here. And just get your lead foot bouncing either side of that line. And your feet are moving together. Both my feet are moving together. Alright? I'm not spiking just my front foot only. I'm like this. Yeah? Just like that. So once I've got that going, I'm happy with my pendulum step. Now I'm just going to start gradually moving down the line. Keeping my hands nice and tight. Focusing on my footwork. You can have your hands down for this one too, I don't mind. Main focus is on the feet. Maybe do two like that, up and back twice. Really get the muscle memory. You really start to feel the connection with the floor and really visualize your legs as being little springs. All the way back without stopping. Chin's tucked. Have your hands up or down, don't mind. And you feel it, you should feel it a lot in your lead leg, in the glute there. Because you're pushing back and forward constantly. Glutes and your calves should be fried. Okay, now we're just going to add the jab. And we're just going to flick it. Okay, not going to power up on it. I just want you to flick it, get the arm extension with your forward bounce. Like this. And my foot and my hand go together. Just like that. My chin's down, other hand's tight on my cheekbone here. Balance, not crossing my feet, all that stuff, okay? So start down one end of the line, and off we go. Same time. The jab and my lead foot, same time. Ba, 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 ba. And I go back. I'm not leaning forward either. Two like this. Get this one in. Imagine your opponent's hitting you here, blocking here. This hand's doing a job. I'm starting to feel it now. Time. Very good. So what I miss about coming to the gym, the coffee shop. Bloody good. All right, next one. So now, we're going to throw 3 jabs to a cross, all with this footwork. So I go from here, I get in your stance, get your rhythm, get your jab going, 1, 2, 3, so we're going to have 3 jabs and a cross. We're going to throw the cross instead of a jab, as opposed to as a 1-2. That makes sense? So here, 1, 2, 3, cross. 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 Still getting full extension, and that shoulder should be touching my chin here. My heel is turned, my hip is turned, my shoulder is turned. I recoil it and I go straight back to that step again, back to my jab. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1. Now think about your non-punching hand. Here. Not here. It's not karate. Not there's anything wrong with karate, but it's not karate. Hand comes back here. Boom. Okay, so once you've got that, once you're happy with it, we'll do it on the line. Okay, 3 jabs to a cross. Here we go. Get my stance, chin tucked, elbows in, hands up. Get my rhythm. Get my jab. I'll add the cross. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, cross. 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 2 like this. 1, 3, and cross. And 1, and 2, 3, and cross. Woo! Oh yeah, that'll do it. Really good drills. Really good for developing your coordination and your footwork and your agility. So like, these are the agility drills I do. So if I got a nice line in the pavers at home, almost makes like a perfect little agility ladder. So if you got that at home, if not, get a piece of chalk or get creative. Okay, that's all those drills. So next we're going to do some more. We're going to do some more footwork. So 6 basic steps in boxing. Basic steps: forward, back, left, right, pivot, and pivot. All right, I'll show you. My stance here, feet not crossing over, weight on my toes, chin down, hands tight, this hand's a little bit further out, long guard. Okay, forward, back, left, right, head over my lead foot, pivot. Head back over my lead foot, pivot back. So I'm pushing, when I go forward, I'm pushing off my back leg and stepping with my front leg. When I go back, I'm pushing off my front leg and stepping with my back leg. When I go to the left, when I go to the right. Get your balance each time, don't rush this. Now I put my head over my lead foot, that makes my back foot light. I'm going to pivot on the ball of my foot. You can't pivot on a flat foot properly, there's too much resistance. You need to have your toe up. Here, my toe's up, I pivot. Now you need to make sure when you do that, if I'm here, pivot, that you don't cross this back foot over. I'll show you what not to do. Don't do this. Happens all the time, yeah? Be conscious of that. Pivot, boom, strong stance. And then pivot back, boom. So all together. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot. All right? So once you can do that, those steps easily, then we'll add some punches. So now we'll do it with the jab. So we're going to go forward with the jab, back with the jab, left with the jab, right with the jab. And I pivot, shoot my jab, pivot back, shoot my jab again. So I'm stepping. So when I go forward and left, I'm stepping with my lead foot and throwing my jab at the same time. It's a little bit easier. Yeah? And to the left like that. When I'm going to the right, I'm stepping with my back foot and throwing my jab. So it's a little bit harder, okay? So when I go back, back foot, lead hand. When I go to the right, same thing. All together. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot, again. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot. Okay, so once you can do it with the jab, we do it with the cross. So, going forward now, this is a little bit trickier. Lead foot, rear hand. I'm still pushing off here. I'm still turning my heel, hip, shoulder. So forward. But then when I'm there, my back foot catches up. So I've stepped forward. Again. Forward. When I go back, back foot goes back as I throw my cross, then my lead foot follows. So forward, back, turn the shoulder, turn the hip. Left and right now. Left, lead foot, rear hand. Again, lead foot, rear hand. To the right, rear foot, rear hand. Then forward, back, left, right, and pivot. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, bang, pivot, bang. On those pivots, you need to have that connection with the floor before you throw it. So once you've completed your pivot, solid connection with the floor. So when you turn your heel and your hip shoulder, you've got leverage for that cross. So all the way, all again. Forward with the cross, back with the cross, left with the cross, right with the cross. Pivot, cross, pivot, cross. One more time. Back, left, right, pivot, cross, pivot, cross. Okay. So next, we do it with the left hook. This is a little bit trickier. Well, the lead hook. Sorry, southpaws out there, don't want to discriminate. Just joking. So, I'm going to throw my hook going forward. Now when I do that, I need to dip first. So I'm here, my stance, I dip here just a little bit. Not too far, just a little bit of a load here. So now, I'm going to step forward as I throw my hook. And then my back foot catches up. And from this angle, I dip just a little bit, and I throw my hook. Hook going back, stepping back, throwing your left hook. We lead hook, yeah? Boom. Throwing the hook on the way back is a very, very important weapon to have against an aggressive puncher. Left hook on the back foot, or lead hook on the back foot, good move, yeah? So, going forward, boom. Going back, make sure you turn that shoulder. Ha, ha. It's the left hook, forward and back. Ha, ha. And also, when you throw the left hook, you need to keep this hand really, really tight. Have you ever seen a double knockout in MMA? You see where two guys come out swinging, they both go bang, and both of them fall over, get knocked out? Generally, that's when they both throw a left hook, and neither one of them's got this hand up. Yeah? And they both fall over. So keep this hand really tight. So, going forward and back with my hook. Dip, hook, hook, dip, hook. Left and right now. Dip, left hook to the left, left hook to the right. Make sure you get that shoulder rotation, yeah? Dip, hook to the left, hook to the right. Dip. So, forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot. Let's try that again, shall we? Forward with the hook. Ha, back with the hook. Ha, left with the hook. Ha, right with the hook. Ha, pivot. Hook. Pivot. Hook. Again. Ha, 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 ha. Three. Ha, 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 There you go. So now, here's the challenge. Send me a video of you doing this, if you can do this without making a mistake. No punches, jab, cross, hook, one after the other. Here we go. So first with no punches. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot. Now with the jab. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot. Now with the cross. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, pivot. Now with the hook. Forward, back, left, right, pivot, hook, pivot, hook. There you go. So that's the challenge. Coordinating our steps with our punches, the 6 basic steps of boxing, and using the 3 most common punches. Your jab, your cross, and your lead hook. All right. Let's do a couple of shadowboxing combinations now, just to finish. So to start with, we're going to do this one. We're going to go 1, 2, up, cross, hook. Start with that. Stepping with each shot. 1, 2, up, cross, hook. 1, 2, up, cross, hook. Exit afterwards. 1, 2, up, cross, hook. Okay, after the hook now. Ending on the hook, I'm going to roll forward. Okay? So I'm imagining my opponent's overhand right coming towards me at my head after I've thrown this hook. I'm going to roll as I step forward. And we'll go hook, cross. So it was a 1, 2, up, cross, hook. Roll, step forward, hook, cross. Exit after that. Full extension on your shot. 1, 2, up, cross, hook. Roll, step forward, hook, cross. This angle. 1, 2, up, cross, hook, hook, cross. Okay, now adding to that, we're going to add a bounce back. So imagining then our opponent's going to counter attack. We're going to bounce away, giving them space, and then counter with the right hand. So we roll forward, end with a hook cross. From there, as I recoil my cross, I bounce back, I hit him with the right hand. Yeah? So 1, 2, up, cross, hook. Roll forward, hook, cross. Bounce back and cross. 1, 2, up, cross, hook. Hook, cross. Bounce back and cross. Nice one. All right. Let's just finish with a shoe shine, a 1 minute shoe shine, yeah? So 1 minute, Here, uppercuts. Burn those shoulders out. Chin tucked. Focus on your breathing. Have your palms facing towards you. I don't mind if you square your stance when you're doing this sort of stuff. That's it. Another 30 seconds. That's it, let's go, let's go. Get them up, keep your chin down, keep your shape. Let's go, 10 seconds, let's go. Time. Whew. Well, thanks very much for tuning in. Hope you're all staying fit during lockdown. Stay tuned for more videos on the Training Grounds YouTube.